I'll define self-love as my ability to accept myself, my ability to understand myself, my ability to appreciate myself, and to know myself very well. And in this journey of becoming Godwin Freeman, it has been a tough one, but I've been trying my best through experiences and learning on the job to try to come to that place where I can fully comprehend, know myself, understand myself, appreciate myself, and most importantly, improve myself, because I'm a human being who is evolving to become a better version of himself. So yeah. Yes, I have always struggled with self-esteem issues right from childhood. I wouldn't blame it much on my parents because they also tried their best. They probably didn't know enough. But again, growing up in school, being the tallest and the lankiest in class, gave a certain perception about me to others. And it was really a pain to the bone, knowing that I was hooted at by my friends because I'm the tallest and the thinnest in class. Then again, because I'm a stammerer or I'm a stutterer, sometimes it's difficult for me to send my message across. Sometimes it's difficult for me to express myself. So even in class, I may have the brilliance of ideas, I may have the best of answers to give in school, but I am afraid to speak up because I may stutter and they may look at me with a weird face. They may look at me with some kind of looks, and sometimes it's demeaning, it's demotivating. So sometimes I just keep my thought to myself, or keep my words to myself because I am scared. I know that you guys will probably not believe when I tell you I'm a stammerer, but yes, I was. But I had to work through a lot of things to get to where I am today. So that also contributed to depression and lack of self-esteem. Then again, growing up, I was also molested by a family friend who was close to my mom, and this friend's daughter actually molested me sexually. And these things really, really had a toll on me. I couldn't find the right words to articulate, to even unearth the struggles I was going through. And it was a difficult pill for me to swallow. I couldn't even interpret and understand what was going on, because I remember when I closed back from school and I go and visit them, she would take me to the bathroom and be playing with my reproductive organ. It was tough. I couldn't say no, and that is one issue I have as an individual. I struggled to say no, so she took advantage of me. Very young, I didn't know what was right, what was wrong, and that also contributed massively to the fallout of my esteem and my confidence in general. The crux of my self-esteem, or my inability to accept myself, was finding a potential partner in school back at UPSA. And it looked like there was something romantic going on. I thought we could take this thing to the next level. And she had 1,001 things to change about me. She had a lot of buts about me that she wanted to work on. The way I spoke, the way I dressed, the way I went about my things and all. And sometimes it made me feel inferior. It made me feel I wasn't good enough. If you had this number of things to change about me, then probably I'm not good enough, or I'm not good for society, or I can't fit into what society calls as good. And that also damned my self-esteem and confidence. One of them has always been wanting to find everything I do to be perfect, right? Because I'm a perfectionist by nature, by virtue of my temperament. One of my struggles in this self-love and self-esteem journey is the fact that I want everything to be perfect. I want myself to be perfect. I want everything I do to be perfect. So if I'm not finding things in a better way, if I'm not doing things in a perfect way, and it is good enough, I still don't appreciate them. So even these YouTube videos I do, these relationship talks that I do, if I don't get the best response out of them, if I don't hit the mark like in my mind I expect it to go, if I don't get the number of likes and subscriptions and engagement on social media, and especially on YouTube, sometimes it can be a tough pill to swallow, because I then go into myself asking myself, what did I do wrong? Why didn't I get it right? Why are people not really following and observing the things I'm doing and engaging so much? So I am much of a perfectionist, and sometimes it becomes a struggle for me to accept myself, because I'm an individual who has a lot of flaws, as human beings do. It is a struggle for me to accept myself, to like myself, to love myself, because I want to be that perfect person that I can love. I want to be that person who is equipped wholly before I can love myself, and that has also been a struggle. Then again, being a people pleaser has also had a lot of effect on my self-esteem. As an individual, I'm the type of person who wants everyone to be happy. I'm the type of person who wants everyone to feel at home. As a result of that, I can go entail to sacrifice all that I have just to make them fine, even if it's at the expense of my peace of mind, even if it's at the expense of my sanity and my health. I just want to make sure that everyone is sorted out, especially because I want to please them, right? And sometimes if pleasing them means I have to do wrong or I have to do evil just to please them, or what they're asking me to do is not within my code of ethics or morals, sometimes I just go ahead and do it just because I want to please them. And that leads to me finding it difficult to say no to people's offer. It is a struggle to me, and I understood this because whenever people say no to me, I interpret that to mean rejection. Whenever people decline my offer or a decision or a suggestion I bring up and they don't buy into it, I define that as they don't like me, they hate me, they are rejecting me, they don't accept me. So as a result of that, when I'm also supposed to if I'm also supposed to rescind people's offer, or I'm also supposed to deny their offer or say no to them, I interpret that to mean that they may think I don't like them, they may think that I'm not accepting of them. So it becomes difficult for me to even say no to people when I know clearly that this is out of my reach, this is out of my bounds. I may even struggle to do it for them. I just try my best just because I want to please them, just because I struggle to say no. And that has been a major issue. Then again, worrying about what others think. I think because I'm a people pleaser by nature, I'm always concerned about what are people thinking about me, what are people saying about me. And if I think it's something negative, I struggle that maybe it is because I need to do right, I need to do better. Even if what I'm doing is good enough, I still feel that I'm scared what people are going to say. So because I think about what people say about me or what people do to me a lot, I almost struggle to take up initiatives, right? Because I'm concerned. What if I decide to go this way and they decide they won't follow? What if I decide we are doing this and they are all against me? So rejection is something that I dread, that I don't want to go that tangent. So it becomes easier and natural for me to want to do things that pleases people, right? As a result of that, now making decisions and standing alone in those decisions sometimes is very difficult because I'm thinking about what they'll say. I'm thinking about what they are thinking of me. And if they are in direct disagreement with the decision I'm bringing up or with the initiative I'm taking or with the direction I'm going, it's going to affect my self-esteem. I'll wallow in self-pity and all of that. So even when I receive a feedback on social media, on these YouTube videos I share, on this social media content I share, and it is a negative feedback or a negative reaction from people, it has a way of altering my self-esteem because it's almost like I've tied my identity to what people think about me, right? I've tied my self-worth and esteem to what they think about me. So if they are giving me thumbs up, that means I'm doing what is right. If they are frowning on it, then it means I have to put a stop to it in my mind because I want to make sure that I'm the center of attention. I want to be the center of attraction. I want to receive accolades from them. So because I'm concerned about what people think and say about me, that brings me to one other struggle. And that is the fact that there is a tendency for me to build my identity and my esteem and my worth around the accolades I receive, around the reaction and engagement I get on social media. So when a lot of people are subscribing to the YouTube or to the social media content, when a lot of people are giving likes and are commenting, are giving good feedbacks, those things has a way of fueling my self-esteem. The downward spiral is that when it goes the opposite, if I don't get any response and engagement from people, even in public speaking, if I don't get those engagements from them, if I don't get those positive and healthy reactions from them, then it also damages my self-esteem and makes it difficult for me to even come out to shoot the next video or to engage people in public speaking or to go about doing what I like doing, because the responses that are coming are not right. So sometimes I end up putting my trust and my confidence in money, in wealth, in relationships, and all of those things, because I feel those things are what are supposed to make me, or to develop me to become who I'm supposed to be. And that has been a struggle in this journey. I would say accepting myself, my flaws and all, right, has been one of my struggles. Accepting that, Godwin, you are human, you are bound to make mistakes. The mistakes, if you learn from them, they will make you better and not bitter. That has been a major struggle for me, accepting myself, who I am. Because I'm a perfectionist, so I struggle too, because I know myself and I know some of the struggles and the challenges I'm going through. Then again, I will talk about white lies, right? I tell white lies a lot. I struggle to be very transparent and honest. The reason is because I'm a people pleaser. I don't want to offend people. I don't want to say things that will be in direct or sharp contrast to what they believe or think to be true. So because of that, I will say things that they want me to say, or I would say things that they want to hear, or I would say things that will please them. If I'm supposed to rebuke, if I'm supposed to correct, if I'm supposed to bring things to order, I struggle too. If I'm supposed to be honest with you, I struggle too, because I don't want you to take it the wrong way. I don't want us to end up becoming enemies. Then again, being too critical because I'm always in my head, okay? I'm the worrisome type of person, because I want things a particular way, I want things a certain way. So if things are not going that direction, it really trumps my self-esteem. And that is one area I also need to work on. Then again, learning to relax, learning to just chill, and knowing that the world we are in now, some of us came to meet it, and we will go and leave this world behind. So learning to know that I shouldn't take the world too serious, I shouldn't take life too serious, I should learn to chill, play video games, watch social media content, have fun, watch movies, and do all of these things. Sometimes I'm too serious. I feel the world is ending tomorrow. I need to do whatever I need to do today, because I might not see tomorrow and all of that. And sometimes I miss out on important moments with my friends and my families and loved ones, just because I'm so busy with work here and there, and I barely want to talk to people. I barely want to be outside of my shelf and all of that. Well, I would say my meeting God, or my encounter and relationship with God, has greatly impacted and influenced my self-esteem. I couldn't have found purpose outside of my relationship with God. I couldn't have found myself outside of my relationship with God. So meeting God is what opened me up to even become aware of myself, to know my strength and my challenges and my weaknesses, and how I can greatly improve upon them to evolve into becoming a better version of myself as an individual. So meeting God transformed every aspect of my life. Then the second thing, I'll also talk about purpose, right? What I do as a relationship coach or expert has really opened my eyes to a lot of things. I didn't know much even about self-esteem, about low self-esteem, about confidence level, about valuing yourself and your worth as an individual, until I started this journey. And a lot of things I had revelation that I was going to fulfill were too big to my small or myopic mind to even understand and comprehend. So just deciding to engage in this purpose journey has really opened my eyes to a lot of things, that, so I can do this. So I have this capability in me. So I have this possibility in me. There are a lot of things I doubted myself that I could do them. But because this purpose challenges me to go out of my way, to meet people, to network with people, to convince people, to market to people my vision, to sell the idea to them, to lead them, it has brought me out of that low self-esteem, lack of confidence, lack of worth, arena, into learning to appreciate myself and who I am and my capabilities at the end of the day. So purpose has also been a great contribution in my life. Then I'll also talk about some key relationships I found in this journey. These relationships have been a greater have this relationship have brought massive improvement in my self-esteem journey, for me to learn to love myself. These people tell me how good I am. They tell me how amazing I am. They tell me they like the things I do. They enjoy the passion with which I attach to the things I do. Sometimes I discover myself from the reactions I receive from these bona fide friends I have around me. They are always encouraging me, cheering me on, letting me know it is possible, telling me how proud they are of me. And I couldn't have come this far. I wouldn't have even know how to improve upon my self-esteem and my self-worth if I didn't find these great brothers and these great friends I had around me, these great mentors I had around me, who make me see what is possible, who help me to believe in myself, that the vision I have, that the dream I have will definitely materialize. I just need to be consistent. I just need to put in the work and the effort, and eventually it will come out to be the best. So my final thoughts would be that self-love and self-esteem is not a one-day encounter. It's a lifelong one. You will continue to discover yourself and discover yourself over and over and over again. But I believe it is worth it. Where you come to a place where you become independent to people's reactions towards you, where you become independent to people's actions and words that they use against you. Because so far as your conviction is right, so far as your relationship with God is set at ease, you know that you are on the right path, you know you are doing what is right. You close your ear or turn a deaf ear to what outsiders may say. I think that is one of the greatest gifts I can ever give or have when it comes to self-esteem, where I know that so far as I'm convicted about a decision I'm making, and I've received few counsel here and there, and I've also heard in my spirit, I know that this is the right thing I'm doing, I decide to still move on regardless of what people think. But mine before will be thinking about a lot of things, what others are going to say, what others are going to think. This hairstyle you even see me on is not something I would have done in my previous stage, because I was afraid, because I was fighting, because I don't know what people are going to say. I'm scared of their reaction and all. But then I've evolved into a place in life that I know that yes, I need to take people's criticism healthily. I need to receive this criticism, but not allow them to dampen my esteem. I need to take advices from them here and there, then put these advices together and still make my decision and stick to the consequences of my decision, and not waver whatsoever or shirk responsibility at the time I'm facing the consequences. So one of the best gifts I've come to understand in this self-love and self acceptance journey is the fact that I become independent to people's opinion, so far as my conviction is right and I know what I'm doing is the right thing to do.